Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and this weekend was full of really nice sales.
Mountain Man, Mountain Man.
Treasures.
What's going on, guys? My name is Troy. I'm a reseller in Montana. That means I go to garage sales, and I go to estate sales. I go to thrift stores. I go places where I think I can buy something at one price and then bring it home, list it online, and sell it for a profit, for a higher price. And this weekend, we did that. We did that on quite a few things. Included in that, something that I was told I was lying about. I'd never sell it for that much money. I'm misleading all of you people. Guess what? I'm not. Quite an array here, guys, and some high dollar items. This was a really nice weekend, and I think some good items to keep an eye out for. We'll start over here with the little stuff. You guys know I'm always selling smalls, whether they be small items themselves or small profit. And I think we got some good profit out of these little guys this weekend. These I always pick up if I can get them for $1, 50 cents, whatever. Usually people get a new phone, they already have their old ones, or they have the wireless now. These, though, do still sell pretty regularly. I got out of this one, I think I picked it up for $1 at a recent sale, and I got $9.97 plus shipping for that. We got, of course, some more Mary Kay. This one is Honey Spice. It's some mineral eye color. This one sold for $15.99 plus shipping. How about some more eye color? This is Emerald. I like that color. That color's cool. $6.98 free shipping. Might be a cool color. Just not worth a whole lot. We got one other Mary Kay here, and this is Brow Gel. I guess this one is discontinued, so harder to go out there and find. You got to find it on the secondary market. And I got $15.99 plus shipping for that guy. Craftsman, good brand to watch out for, and these gigantic wrenches are also very often pretty good. This one is combination wrench, 1 1/16. Picked this up. You might remember seeing, maybe it's about a week ago, I sold another one of these big wrenches. I picked up 4 of them plus another tool for $40 all told. We sold the other one for $20, $25 or something. Then we sold this one. So now we are even, and the other two plus the other wrench is going to be 100% profit. This one, we got $21 plus shipping. Vintage Mickey Bank. You can see he's not perfect, right? I mean, he's definitely, he's seen some stuff, but it's still a cool piece, and it's got the plug. And Mickey sold for $8.99 plus shipping. He's been hanging out in my store for quite some time now. Skeletor. Now, he is very loose. You can see his legs. I mean, I don't want to move him around too much because it is super loose. But Skeletor, Old Masters of the Universe, took an offer of $11.50 plus shipping for him. This one, a viewer sale. This I picked up here just recently. I think this one didn't make it on video, actually, because it was just not much that I got there at that sale. But I did pick this up. It's a vintage rock hammer. You can see the brand down here is Estwing, made in the USA. Leather wrapped handle. Really cool piece. I paid $4 for this, and then Philip sent me an offer of, he sent me a question and said, hey, could we do $30 all in on this? And I think I can get this out in a padded flat rate. And so I sent him an offer of 20 plus shipping, and he took that. So, Philip, thank you so much for stopping in the store and picking that up. I think it's really cool, whether you're going to use it or if it's just a decoration piece. I think it looks cool. Underneath here, and it's just too hard to display and show you guys because it's massive. Look at that. We just started a chain reaction with Philip's rock hammer. This is a snap-on beach towel. It's huge. Look, here's a photo of it. I got it at the same sale where I picked up all of the hats and all of the vinyl. This was, I think, the first thing that I found there. And I was like, well, you know what? There might be something at this estate sale if I can pick this up for, I think it was $4. It was $3 or $4 that we paid for this. And we got out of it $19.49 plus shipping. This, an Edgar Rice Burroughs oversized, it's a trading card actually on the back. It has the normal like a sports card, but it's just non-sports card. It's got all that stuff on the back, and this is from a series of Edgar Rice Burroughs inspired prints. He's the one that wrote. There's Tarzan. There's all the Mars stories. There's a lot of cool things that Edgar Rice Burroughs wrote. I enjoyed him. And so that's why I picked these up. The sell-through is not there, but I got this with a whole bunch of other stuff, and so we're now all into the profit on it. And anytime one sells just very randomly, it is 100% profit. This one is called Outnumbered, and I took an offer. I have them all listed, I think, at $9.98 free shipping, and I took an offer of $9 free shipping on this guy. I think it's just really cool art. We've got Asia back here, their self-titled album. This a low dollar album, but a good seller. I had it at $4.98 plus shipping. Somebody sent me an offer of $4. That was good enough. So we took that. This has been sitting around in the store for a while. I had a pile of these, like a half dozen of them or so. This one does have damage there on the corner down here. And if you find this stuff, it's usually signed Lee. It's got, it's the big eye look. They do tend to sell okay. I got a bunch of them for like, I think it was $5 or $6 for a pack of them. So once we sold the first one, we were in the profit. And I think after this one, I might have one more left, I believe. And this one sold for $14 plus shipping. The buyer said, I have a wall full of sort of the big eye stuff, and this is going to go well in it. I had it listed, I think it was like $14.74 or $98 or something like that. And so sent me an offer, and that was certainly good enough. How about a comic? We got an old Daredevil. Look at this, back number 125. This is with Copperhead. And it definitely not in perfect shape. You can see a lot of ticks there, a lot of, it's just not great. It's a good reader, and it's certainly an older comic, so you would expect to find it with wear, unless it was in an actual collection. And it's been sitting around for a little bit, but it did sell $7.59 plus shipping. Taking a spill back here, you saw Kermit. I got him relatively recently, and these old felt...
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
These old felt knee huggers, they call him that because he's got little Velcro. Don't say that in your listing. Velcro gets mad. They got little Velcro things here where he will stick to himself, right? So you can put him in whatever position you want. He usually hugs his knees or he's reclining, whatever. They sell pretty well. I've picked up and sold a couple of them, and he sold for an offer of $19 plus shipping. I was actually thinking to rearrange my title because he'd been sitting for a little longer than I thought. For 2-3 weeks, I thought he'd move pretty quickly. I was going to put the Orville in the title, actually, because Seth MacFarlane's character has one sitting on his desk.
A leader I admire. Always keeps his cool in a crisis, inspires greatness in his people.
I was thinking, I should rework that, add that in there as a keyword and see if it helps. And then he sold this weekend. I didn't get the chance. Over here, Starbucks tumbler. Picked this up in Spokane for $1 or $2 on our trip. I went to a handful of garage sales and made some decent money. We're still selling the few things that we've got left from that. It's a crazy straw. See, everything is balanced on each other today. It's all falling over when I move one piece. It's a cool tumbler. Didn't see a lot of them out there like it. It sold for $19.49 plus shipping. How about we do these hats that are getting ready to tumble off the top? Shoko elephant brand. I don't even know what it is. And the hat isn't in perfect shape, but it's in okay vintage shape. This one went out the door for $19.49 plus shipping. We got Bud Dry Draft. This one, I took an offer. It was a weird number, and so I accepted it because I enjoy that. $7.70 plus shipping for Bud Dry. The Oak Ridge Boys. Another one from our hat haul. Got some dust on there. I'll have to brush that off, but in really nice condition. The foam is beautiful. It's got the little braided rope there on the front. This one, I was actually immediately getting offers after I listed it, but they were very low offers from one guy. Couldn't get him to actually pay a decent price, and so I let it sit because I knew there wasn't another one out there quite like this one. There weren't many in general. And it sold last night for $15.99 plus shipping. The best hat sale that we had right here, I actually picked this one up on Saturday. Look at that. Boston Celtics are in the NBA Finals. Sports Specialties. That a brand that you want to watch out for, guys, for old sports stuff. Hats, jerseys, shirts, that sort of thing. Got the NBA on the other side. Now, you will get more money if it's the script Celtics across the front. Those hats will go really well. Not just Celtics, but script for any team tends to sell pretty well. But this guy, I remembered, actually, it was sitting yesterday. I bought about 15 hats from this guy and forgot that this was in there because there was Timberwolves. There was multiple hats in there. Not all sports. Actually, mostly not sports. I was sitting there thinking, you know what? I think I had a Celtics hat. Dug through there, and sure enough, Sports Specialties, Boston Celtics. I didn't even see the Sports Specialties at the time. And since they are playing in the finals, I thought, you know, I got to get this listed right away. So I listed it at about 4 o'clock or so in the afternoon really quickly and listed it high. There weren't any out there that were black with the logo on there, with Lucky the Leprechaun on there. There were some white ones, but I thought, you know what, since there aren't any quite like this, let's list it high. And then I got, within about an hour and a half, started getting an offer from a guy in Canada, and we ended up settling at $80 plus international shipping. So, you know, this sold within about 90 minutes of me listing it, and I paid, once you figure out the bundle, 50, 75 cents. That is a heck of a turnaround. So watch out for those old Sports Specialties hat, and keep an eye on, even if you're not a sports ball person, you know, look and see what's going on in the sports world. Right now, Stanley Cup Finals, my Avs are going to be taking on two-time defending champ, Tampa Bay. So if you've got Colorado or Tampa Bay stuff, good time to get that listed. You can still take advantage of the NBA Finals, too. They're starting to wrap up, but if you've got that stuff, Celtics, you got Warriors, get that stuff listed, especially if it's a team that wins. If I would have held on to this and then the Celtics win the whole thing, then maybe it becomes worth even more, right? But then if they lose, maybe it doesn't. So you're gambling, but keep that in mind as well. Let's move on. Catchphrase back there. I picked that up for, I think it was $2 at a garage sale here just within the last week. And this thing, if you can find it new, does sell pretty well. $19 plus shipping. Look at this Dark Angel underneath our pony. You've seen me sell this before, and you saw this on the garage sale video. This is what I made a beeline for, and I was so focused on getting this at that sale that I walked right past the $300 Logitech remote. But I did get my Dark Angel, and it sold very quickly, like I knew it would. $38.99 plus shipping. This series always sells. How about our pony here? Don't Fence Me In. This is one, it's got a chip here, okay, and it's got a chip on his ear, okay, and that, of course, was disclosed in the listing, took pictures of it, but the good thing is it's on the back. You know, this one will still show, the ear does not, but this is a highly collectible piece in that line, and so that helped me out. I knew that we'd be able to sell it, even though it had a little bit of damage. And I got an offer of $60 plus shipping. I countered, and they came back. We settled in at $70 plus shipping for Don't Fence Me In. And so shipping is going to be about $20 on that. And, of course, all profit. We've only got one of those ponies left at this point. How about, you know, we won't even wait. We'll just do this one now. Star Wars Episode 1, The Electronic Naboo Fighter. This is one I picked up at an estate dealer's clear out. And it's funny, I said on the episode when I picked this up that, you know, this is a high dollar piece. It's the electronic one. It's not just the small one. It's the electronic one. It's still new and sealed in there. There's got some nicks on the box, but in general, the box is in good condition. And this is a desirable piece. There are some that sell for lower. Sometimes those are at auction. Sometimes those are people that don't really know what they have. So you got to be careful looking at comps. If they're all over the place, try to figure out why they're all over the place. Sometimes people just undercut themselves. They price too low. And I did not do that with this one. I priced high because I know that this is a good piece. I had somebody telling me That thing sells for $30 to $40 all day, every day. You're never going to get that.
It's false.
They did not know. They thought they knew. They didn't know. They didn't actually run the comps. They didn't do the research. They weren't looking at the right piece, because this one sold internationally. So they're paying international shipping on top. $142.99 plus shipping. All day, every day. Yeah, it would sell all day, every day at $30 to $40 because it's worth $142.99. Not quite as exciting. How about this? A shower drain. But it's going to be exciting for somebody because they sent me a message and said, hey, can you please send this out as quickly as you can? I don't have a shower until I get this part. And so I picked this one up in Spokane. I paid $1 and it sold for $22.74 plus shipping. This from a weekend sale. You'll see that here coming up before too long, where we made some really nice money at that sale. I don't even have all the stuff listed yet. The best stuff isn't even listed yet. This is for the Wii. This is Zelda Twilight Princess. And not a super high dollar game, especially since I have the disc only. You know, I don't have the manual. I don't think this is the original case. I just have the disc. But it still sold really quickly because it was found Saturday. And it's already sold. $9.49 free shipping for that. This was at that same place. Mario Kart for the Wii. It's complete. And I also had 2 steering wheels. 2 actual Wii steering wheels, not the aftermarket cheap ones. And so you can sell these separate if you want. I paired them together and made a much better deal, a nice bundle. And this together just sold this morning, actually, for $25.99 plus shipping for the game and the 2 wheels. Wii Sports Resort. This one I found at a church sale on Thursday, and it's still a good seller. The price came down a little bit, but I mean, it moved in a handful of days. So obviously it's one to still keep an eye out for. $24.69 plus shipping. I think they were charging $5 for games there, which is too much for a lot of games. But this one, I knew we'd still make really good money, so did pick that up. Not as good as we did on this one. I've been hanging on to it for a while because this is another one like our Naboo fighter back there. This is one that collectors, somebody that really wants it, you got to wait for them. This is not a $25 game. This is a high dollar game. Black Label, so that's the original game, the first time that this came out. And it's Predator Concrete Jungle for the PS2. I actually thought I sold this once before. They wound up canceling or not paying. I don't remember, one of the two. But this time they paid, it went through, and we're going to ship this thing out. Predator selling for $74.42 plus shipping. $75 on a PS2 game, guys. Watch for that one. Then we got Super Mario Party. Picked this up at the same place as Mario Kart and the Zelda. Made some good pickups off of that sale for sure, and stuff that's selling very quickly. $32.49 for Super Mario Party. From the Funkoverse, a strategy game with the Golden Girls. You saw this at the sale where I picked up Dark Angel as well. Mark actually brought this one over to me and said, hey, add this to your pile. This one doesn't have a great sell-through, but I got it for cheap enough that I undercut everybody so that the next time somebody bought the game that was new open box, it was probably going to be mine. And sure enough, that's what happened. $19.49 plus shipping. And then finishing us up back here, we got old Bing. You remember seeing this on one of our recent videos. Eric, a viewer of the channel, reached out and said, hey, do you still have that? Because I'm interested. And so Singing Bing Crosby is headed out to Eric. We made a deal for $85 all in. So I've got to ship this thing over to New York, and we'll still make some money off of it. I paid $20 for this at a sale, but he doesn't move like he should. Otherwise, it would be about $100 plus shipping piece. But definitely, I discounted it both for Eric as a viewer and because he just doesn't quite move right. He tries to move. He just doesn't quite move right. Maybe he just needs a cleaning, and Eric can get in there and fiddle with it and make it happen. But $85 all in. I'm thrilled with that. And Eric, I hope you enjoy it. So some cool stuff right? I'm really happy with how this thing turned out this weekend. Some really quick flips, sold some stuff that had been sitting around for a while, sold some high dollar things in there, and I said it before, it's always nice when you sell the stuff for the price that you say you're going to sell it for after somebody says, no, you won't. I love that. If you wouldn't mind, hit the thumb underneath. That helps me out a ton. It really, really does. You can comment down below. That also really helps us as we work to grow the channel. And it's free for you, right? Takes seconds. No big deal. Hit that bell. That'll let you know when we put new stuff up. We try to do that 4 or 5 times at least a week. So for this one, we're going to wrap it up. I got to get packing. We'll see you.